Welcome to Mission Past, where we look at archaeology and history behind video games whilst simultaneously trying to complete a mission. Today, it's Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. The mission, well, it has to be all ghillied up on hardened. I can't do veteran. Thought we'd go for something a little different today, a bit of modern history, and I've wanted to do this level for a while because in my opinion it's the greatest level in a first-person shooter ever made. Oh yes. But let me know what you think.
I was just a lieutenant back then, doing some wet work. Chernobyl, Christmas for the bad guys. Even a decade later, a lot of them still used it to get their hands on nuclear material. A lot of them, including one, Imran Zakhaev. Of course, we couldn't just let that happen. Cash for spent fuel rods. That's one hell of a recipe for destruction. It was the first time our government had authorized an assassination order since the Second World War. I was under the command of Captain MacMillan.
It's 1996, and we're on the outskirts of the city of Pripyat. The city built to house the employees of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. You can see that on the right in the background.
Too much radiation. We'll have to go around.
There's Captain MacMillan.
Follow me and keep low.
Bit of a dodgy Scottish accent.
Careful. There's pockets of radiation all over this area. If you absorb too much, you're a dead man.
We're in the shadow of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, which in 1986 was the site of the worst nuclear disaster in history when reactor number 4 exploded. The city of Pripyat was evacuated soon after.
Let's go.
Nice, getting itchy feet. We better start moving. As we go through the mission, we'll have a look at the history of Pripyat and maybe some of the less explored history around the Chernobyl disaster. And later we'll take a look at some of the buildings inside the city itself.
Stand by.
If we can survive the mission, that is.
Contact. Enemy patrol dead ahead. Stay low and move slowly. Will be impossible to spot in our ghillie suits.
Okie dokie.
Take one out when the other's not looking. He's down. Good night. Move.
Good night, Vienna. Quite a fetching costume, I think, the ghillie suit.
Hold up. There's more cover if we go around. 4 tangos inside. Don't even think about it. Wait there. Tango by the car. Take him out quietly, or just let him pass. Your call. Okay. Go.
Almost managed to cop that up.
Move up.
Now a quick bit of background. Where are we in the world? Pripyat was founded in 1970 in the north of the Ukraine, on the border between Ukraine and Belarus. And it lies on the banks of the Pripyat River, hence its name. It was built as one of many atomograds. Those were cities designed to house the workers of nuclear power plants. Alright, let's continue. So it was a planned city built from scratch in 1970, Pripyat. Oh.
We've got a lookout in the church tower, and the patrol coming from the north. Let's move up for a better view. Do you have a shot on the lookout?
I wonder how long he can hold his breath for.
Beautiful. Target approaching from the north.
I wouldn't describe that as beautiful.
Quietly, or just let him pass. Your call.
Where's this guy? There he is.
Tango down. Go. Hazard area clear.
Because Pripyat was a new planned city, it had some of the highest standards of living in the whole of the Soviet Union. In April of 1986, at the time of the nuclear disaster, the population was around 50,000.
Coast is clear.
A third were children. This photo is quite incredible. It shows people gathering to celebrate the success of the power plant in April 1986, very shortly before the disaster took place.
You hear that?
Oh yeah, helicopter.
Enemy helicopter, get down. He's circling back around. Don't move. Stay in the shadows.
Flying sideways. Just enjoying a beer deluxe as I play this game. It's that cheap French lager you get in those small green bottles. About 8 gallons of beer for £4. Delicious.
Let's go.
Now the exclusion zone that surrounds Chernobyl and Pripyat covers an area of around 1,000 square miles. That's 1/8 the size of Wales. I like measuring things in the size of Wales. And it also extends into Belarus, directly to the north of the Ukraine. There's still today about 150 people that live inside the exclusion zone. Mostly pensioners. They're mainly people who refused to leave, or people who snuck back in and secretly resettled after the disaster. Right.
Get down, now. Easy, lad. There's too many of them. Let them go. Keep a low profile and hold your fire. Try to anticipate their paths. If you have to maneuver, do it slow and steady. No quick movements.
The problem I've got is I'm playing with a mouse and keyboard, so when I move, it's either fully moving or not at all. Nothing in between. I can't really move slowly. Oh, gonna get crushed. Oh! Nothing to see here, lads. I dare not move.
Nice and slow.
Yeah, I can't move nice and slow because I'm not playing it with a bloody controller. I've got a key on a keyboard that's either fully go or nothing. Okay, I think we're okay. I think I need some more beer deluxe after that. Right, okay.
Follow me. Looks like they've already eliminated the men they couldn't buy out. Let's move up for a better view. Taking them out without alerting the rest isn't going to be easy. But then again, neither is sneaking past them. Your call.
I think we know what the call is.
Target eliminated. Top them. Don't fire on the two by the lorry. We'll have to take them out at the same time. Wait for me to get into position.
Bumped into me, why don't you, when you run past?
I'm in position. Take the shot when you're ready.
Wait for him to stand up.
Good night. Move up.
How did he know which one I was going to shoot? Anyway. In the last 30 odd years, the exclusion zone has been comprehensively looted, mainly for scrap metal. From buildings, cars, military equipment. Pripyat was virtually picked clean by looters. But it's estimated that there's still over 1 million tons of scrap metal in the exclusion zone. That's worth over $1 billion.
Stay in the shadows.
So, you know, if you're short of a few bob.
Stay back. Stay low. He's mine.
Okay.
Oi, Susie!
That's how it's done. Let's go.
Oi, Susie! Killed him by punching him in the face.
Hold up. Wait here. Patrol coming this way. Stay back.
Думаешь, американцы начнут войну с нами, пока мы слабы? Эта страна катится вниз к развалу. Все возможно.
Tango down. Forward area clear. Go.
Nice one.
Stay hidden. Move up.
These guys have got no peripheral vision. A bit like Rocky in Rocky 2. You've got the heart, but you ain't got the tools no more, Rock. What are we waiting for? Oh, me. Sorry. Right. Go on, Mac. Can I call you Mac?
That's a bloody convention out there. Get ready to move on my signal. Stay right behind me. Hold. Okay. Let's go. There's a truck coming. We'll use it as cover. Keep moving.
The baddies on this level are supposedly buying spent fuel rods that have been stolen from the power plant. On researching this video, I did find a case in 1993 where some of the control rods were stolen from the power plant and went missing.
Just wait here a moment. When they leave, crawl out and stay low.
That case has never been solved. So, perfectly plausible plot. Maybe it was Imran Zakhaev.
Patience. Don't do anything stupid.
He says, hiding under a truck in broad daylight, surrounded by a hostile army.
Stand by. Stand by. Go. Ready. Go.
Oh, wrong button.
Fast. No one saw us. Let's keep moving. This way. Don't move. Sniper. Fire escape. 4th floor. Dead ahead. Take him out, or he'll give away our position.
Okay.
Beautiful. Move out.
Here it is, Pripyat. A city of 50,000 people evacuated in 3.5 hours. And most people lived in concrete apartment blocks like this. There's 160 of these apartment blocks in Pripyat.
Go. Area clear.
When they were evacuated, residents were given 2 hours to gather their belongings and told to take only what was required for 2 or 3 days away. Of course, they never returned.
Don't let your guard down. We're not there yet.
As I enjoy another sip of beer, they have actually made vodka from rye within the exclusion zone, and apparently it's very good and not radioactive.
Stop. Leave it alone. It's a wild dog.
Ah, now, the dogs of Pripyat. During the evacuation, people weren't allowed to bring their pets for fear of contamination, and so they were left behind. Some residents left notes on their doors asking the authorities to spare their dogs, but a lot of them were shot.
Pooch doesn't look too friendly. Keep your distance. No need to attract unnecessary attention.
It's thought that there's about 1,000 stray dogs still in the exclusion zone today, all the scents of these dogs that were once the residents' pets. Now this guy. Alright, mate? Right, anyway, we better leave him be, I think. It's the middle of his dinner time. Right, we're now going to enter one of the real buildings in Pripyat. They've modelled this on a real building.
Go.
This building's called the Palace of Culture Energetic. And palaces of culture, as they were called, were community centres.
Forward area clear.
Over 137,000 of these community centres were built, and they served Soviet towns and cities. This is a real mural. We'll come back to it in a second.
Move up. Look at this place. 50,000 people used to live in the city. Now it's a ghost town. Never seen anything like it.
We are right in the centre of Pripyat now. We are here in the Palace of Culture Energetic. And we're heading just round the corner to the Policia Hotel.
Move.
It was predicted that Pripyat would reach a population of 200,000. That's before the disaster happened. In fact, they were halfway through building reactors 5 and 6 at the nuclear power plant when the disaster happened in reactor 4. So Pripyat was supposed to be about 4 times larger than it eventually was. Oh, there's a helicopter. Anyway, here's the mural. Let's zoom in. And this is what it looks like in real life.
This way. Let's go.
We're now walking outside into what was the town centre of Pripyat. And this building here that's where we're going. That's the Hotel Policia. Here's what it looks like today. And what it looked like before the disaster. And I can't really get the angle from here, but here's the Palace of Culture Energetic from the outside.
On me.
Right, we better get going. Well, that's basically mission accomplished. We've arrived at the Hotel Policia, which is our destination. Looks like it's seen better days. 1/2 star TripAdvisor. Would not recommend. Join me in part 2 when we'll do the second half of this mission and look at a bit more of the history.
There's the hotel. We should be able to observe the exchange from the top floor up there. Let's move.
There we are. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought of all Ghillied Up and the history we covered in the comment section below. If you like what you saw, consider subscribing for more, and I'll see you in part 2.